Hey guys, it's Andy, also known as Fraser Flips, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now if you've been following me from the start of my journey, which I started in April, you might have known I've done a couple of videos like this. So every 3 months I've been really transparent in how much I've made, how much I've bought things for, how much eBay costs are, how much postage are, and I've been making these videos every 3 months, one per quarter. So eventually by the end of the year I'll have 4 quarters, 4 videos, and you'll be able to see my total profit for the whole year. So I decided to make another video for the 3rd quarter, so now it's July, August, September. So I've made a new video just explaining what I've been doing, what I've been buying, and how much profit we've made in these months. So I just actually had to go back and check on my last video actually. So in the first 6 months we've made £22,000 in sales. And yeah, we're going to go through now how the last 3 months have been, then added everything up together, and then just do an overview of how much we made. Alright then, we're back on OBS Recorder on the PC. It's been a while since I've been on this, 3 months. Anyway, let's go through the last few months. So in July, it was a bit of a quieter month, obviously because it was summer. But yeah, we spent a whopping £1,481 on stock. Majority of this stock did come from CARBOOT, with a couple of Facebook pickups on the way. The biggest thing we bought that month was 1,500 games, which of course we did a video about. And yeah, that was £900. Then obviously on the left, the purchase things. So this is things like labels and extra things like bubble wrap and shelving, everything of the above. Just things that you need to actually wrap your stock up or anything like that. We spent nearly £300 on supplies. So obviously things like fuel gets accounted for this, bubble wrap, padded envelopes, and then also I've whacked in a £108 return as someone wasn't happy with the item, so I had to put that on there. But yeah, let's go down to the figures for that month. So we did 293 sales, which makes that 9.45 sales per day. As you can see, there's only really 3 vintage sales we had that month, so it was really quiet, and 2 Facebook pickups. So the bulk of this stuff that we made this month was purely through eBay sales. Sorry if you can hear my phone popping off in the background, that is just messages and alerts I'm getting. And yeah, so the total money we spent that month was £1,780, and we earned £2,200, and that's after all the fees, as you can see here, which put us as an active stock at £5,000, unlisted stock at £400, and the total assets at £8,500. So already by end of July we had £3,000 cash. Moving on to August, this is a month where I decided, well, sales started slowing down slightly, so I decided to spend less. Simple. So overall, combined with all our things like CARBOOT and Facebook fines and packing supplies, we only spent £500. So yeah, this is a month again, a couple more vintage sales this month, but this was probably the lowest figure we've had off the year. So it was August, we had £2,362 in sales, which equated to a £1,661 profit. So if you look back and you've only spent £500 that month on stuff and you made £1,660, technically overall profit is £1,100. So it was still a really good month. It's just because we'd spent less money, we've made more, if that makes sense. But yeah, if you look at the figures to the right, we had about £5,500 listed stock at this point. The cash pile was about 3,400. Now the reason the cash pile wasn't as high, because we made 1,100 profit, is because we bought more stuff. So the unlisted value here was £700 worth of stuff. See how that's went up. And also we had a few returns to do. Unfortunately that costs, and obviously you having to pay for labels and that. But it put our total assets and wealth at £9,403. So you can see the massive jump from last month. It went from 8.5 to 9.4. So really good month for August, even though the sales were low. And then September, it did start picking up a little bit, but we decided to spend a bit more of our money. So we spent £1,000 pretty much on stuff. So we had to buy a few PSP batteries, things like that, eBay boxes, more bubble mailers. So we just had to buy little bits like that this month. And the majority of the buying we did was from Facebook, so I bought quite a few bundles and things, so we only did like 3 CARBOOTs. £100 in a month on a CARBOOT is not a lot to spend. But as you can see here, a couple of Facebook sales, a few more vintage towards the end of the month, and yeah, we made £1,968, and after fees was £1,399. So yeah, this is probably, actually this was our worst month, which led us into October, which I'll just briefly go through, but I want to do this at the end of the year video. All the news about the new eBay stuff with all the fees and things. We've already noticed a difference. If you can see on screen now, there's so many more light blue, which is basically vintage sales. So as you can see, we have had a lot of vintage sales. Like they used to equate for about 5% of our sales, but this month you're probably looking at like 30 to 40% of our sales have been from Vinted. And not only that, there's no fees in that, so it's easier to work out. But already this month we're on 2152 sales, which is already as much as last month, if not more, and we're almost on £1,000 profit. But that is going to change as tomorrow I'm going to be buying some stuff, which I'll explain momentarily. As I stated in the last video and the last 2 times I've done this, I am still a part-time eBay reseller. Nothing has really changed about that, apart from the fact is I've got a bit more experience. I've upgraded my eBay account to an eBay business account finally, and yeah, the videos have been getting slightly better and I've been able to buy bigger things. There have been loads of things I've been able to do as a reseller part-time. My office has got better, my equipment's got better, even the way I'm storing items has just got more efficient. When I first started and you see little videos like the ones that I'm showing on screen now, you just realise like everyone starts somewhere, and if you have got this idea of wanting to become a reseller just to make a bit of part-time income or wanted it to be a full-time job, don't let anything stop you. Just have a go and yeah, just go for it. So yeah, as you can see, August was a bit of a quiet month and September really dropped in sales. But obviously people started going back to school and everyone was getting busy with, that's what I assume. This is my first year of doing it, so I thought summer would be a busy period for us. But obviously now it's coming into the winter months, October, the sales have already started flying in. Obviously Vinted's been a massive factor to that, and we're going to go over all the sales and how much money we've actually made and put them on screen like we have done in the previous 2 videos. So we're going to get onto the bit now, which is a juicy bit, which everyone's clicked on this video for and everyone wants to know, is how much money have we made in the last 3 months. So I'm going to do the last 3 months, then I'm going to add the last 6 months together and show a total of how much I've made in the last 9 months. Totally transparent on absolutely everything. So in the last 3 months we've had 7631.26 in sales, so £7,500 in sales, and we've charged £57.32 for postage. So postage, we've spent £1,342.71. We've spent £1,054.58 on eBay fees, and then on stock costs we've spent £3,285 on stock. So this gives us a total profit for the last 3 months of £2,000, and then obviously you've got all your unlisted stock that we haven't actually put on yet. Then when we do a bit of calculations and add it with the last 6 months, this is the figure that we get. So in the last 9 months, completely new to eBay this year, obviously with a tiny bit of experience, we have made £29,937.17 in sales. We've got £373.72 in postage, and that's postage we've charged. And then we subtract that figure, we've spent £5,451.11 on postage. We've spent £4,247.81 on eBay fees, and then we have spent £13,268 on stock cost. So currently we have, to this day I'm making this video, we have £5,436.19 on active listings and around £500 of unlisted stock. So this gives us the grand figure of, as you can see, I just stopped the video then to actually calculate, but yeah, it says we have made £7,343.19. As well, if you include the active listings on that, which the active listings is £5,436.19, and then £500 worth of unlisted stock we haven't put on, that gives us an asset of £13,279.38. So obviously, if everything's sold and I went and sold £5,000 worth of stock, you've got eBay fees on top, so you're probably going to make around £3,000. So if you add 7,000 plus 3,000, you're nearly at the 10,000 mark, which is where we set the challenge for at the start of the year. We've got 3 months to do this currently. So are we going to do it? Maybe. Depends how well Christmas goes. Obviously, it did slow down a lot in August and September. However, we are now racing back on track. In October, we've made £2,362 in sales, and it's only the 16th, so we're looking at getting 4,000 in sales this month at least. And then, yeah, we've just got another bulk order, so we're about to spend 675 quid on more Xbox consoles, so I've got another 155 of them coming. As we've already sold 51 off the 133 we bought the other day in 4 days, I thought it makes sense to buy some more. So yeah, we're going to have loads of stock, and just in time for Christmas, so it's a really good time. We've got 8 weeks to really bash it out, and then the year video is going to come out on around December the 27th, December the 28th. Obviously, Around that time it's going to be busy, so I'm not going to really want to be filming on New Year's and stuff, as I'll have plans. But yeah, I'm going to do the end of the year video just after Christmas, in between Christmas and New Year, and we'll do a full figure of how much we earned for the year, and yeah, hopefully you guys can see how much you can make as a part-time reseller. Obviously I am part-time, I still work full-time, and the dream is to go full-time eventually. So yeah, thank you for everyone who watches and likes these videos, because obviously if YouTube becomes another source of income, it just makes my reality of becoming a full-time reseller even easier. So yeah, thank you for watching, and if you have watched this far, stay tuned in 3 months time and we'll see if we can hit the 10k mark. See you in the next one.